still doing some party and all. And then I completely forgot that we haven't sent the release note. And then I realized, because before I went to Norfolk, I actually put the release into the deployment pipeline. And then I thought, okay, I'll just send the release note and I'm gonna go off to bed. And then I came up and saw the deployment logs, and there were 106 errors in the deployment pipeline logs. I was like,
Right.
fuck. I was like, that's not good. But then it was only small, and this is a real problem when you do code with AI. It just even though we have a very strong pipelines, rules defines and everything, but sometimes what happens is the contexts are getting huge because the app is getting larger and larger.
Yeah,
And
of course.
it used to miss those small niggle, I would say, instructions out of the big context, and then it misses completely. Like, it's a very small thing, like when you write code, let's say you are writing a message that is supposed to be displayed, and that message contains double quote or like
Yeah.
ampersand. So you can't put like ampersand in the code, because if you do that, then in the compile time, it just breaks it, because it can't understand that it's an ampersand as a character, or it meant
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
coding terms. And yeah, and it all works in the local. It just breaks when you set it in deployment, because that's production build. So you get from context, all the type safety and blah blah blah. And then there were 106 such error, because yesterday we sent around 24,000 lines of code this week. It's massive scale of updates.
Yeah.
Uh, 1 minute. Okay, so I think it's live, right? Are you able to see whether the
Yeah.
stream is live?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I've got the YouTube screen on another page.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, so hi everyone. Sorry, we have been discussing the pain of our release last night, and then just delve into this discussion. But yeah, in all, I have been able to fix everything. I think it was around 3 a.m. No developers were there, because it's night, right? So
Yes.
just fixed everything around 3 a.m. Did the deployment, and then did send the release email that we are usually sending every Saturday night now. Yeah, I think we could start this. I don't know, maybe start with, okay, let me start with the other AI news as we do every week.
Mm.
And
Yes. Let's do
then
that.
let's go to that email that we sent out yesterday. There have been quite a lot. I think my whiteboard, I have like 15, uh, not just everything is features, of course, like 15 features, small improvements and bug fixes, of course. But that's quite a lot, given um, how much we have done over the last few weeks. And that's what we said last week, right? That once we have our custom domain, we will ship more. Like, we will be able to ship more,
Mm. Yes.
um, because now I don't have to think of, oh, I have to again make this for the custom domain. I can do everything at once. And yeah, let's start with the news, I guess. Let me open a few website first. Um, and I really don't do a lot of preparation, basically, because I really want to keep it very organic for this live stream, um, so that we can really discuss the potential use cases as it comes out of our mind.
Absolutely. Hey,
Keep
Marcelo,
it.
how are you?
Hi, how are
Right.
you?
Very good. How's things?
Um, uh, I'm in a gym, but
Excellent.
happy to see you. I'm gonna be out of the video, but I'm so excited with the news from from you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Right.
yeah, keep watching because we've done a lot of updates, and I think now we are there for you to really start to using it for your clients. So really exciting times. There's this hour is going to be fully packed because there's development news, there's um, things that we're working on which may also help your business in building voice AI.
Yes, indeed, indeed. I'm completely sure that this project will be a real great success.
Well, it
Hopefully,
will
yeah.
only be
Yeah.
successful with the help of you guys because the community is what's going to make it great.
Absolutely. Thank you. Go
No
ahead
Thank
problems.
with the news.
See you. Um, right. Okay. So I think I'm going to touch two of the most important news around this week, and both of these news are not related to voice, but both are related to coding, because this is directly impacting us in a positive way, of course, not in a negative way. So one is, just a few days back, there was a Codex announcement from OpenAI. This, of course, is a really, really big news for us because I feel we have been doing a lot of this work manually, especially because like I'll probably create another video later on this week about this vibe coding, but I think as soon as this vibe coding is getting into trend, I feel like it's near the end of vibe coding, and we are getting into more of agentic coding. And what I mean by that, even in vibe coding, we are using different ID like Windsurf, Cursor. I mean, I spent, I don't know, probably $200 every month on different AI coding tools. So including like Windsurf, I have 3 subscription. I have a full 1-year subscription of Cursor. I do have monthly subscription of Augment Code. And then I also use the other bits, the open source one like Klein and Code and all these bits. And one of the real challenge that I think I have been facing over the last whatever month, that especially after we have launched the Knotie AI PRO, is the reliability when it produces the code. And just as I have said, like last night, everything was working fine in the local. As soon as we hit the deployment pipeline, there was 106 errors that we have never imagined. And this has been a pain, although you have all these rules file in Cursor and Windsurf and all these places. The real challenge is AI sometimes misses those because the contexts are getting huge, contexts are getting larger, and it is obvious, even for a human, it is obvious to miss something. So I don't blame AI for that. It can miss 1 or 2 instructions. And that was really becoming pain. And that is where your instructions, like earlier, I used to give maybe 3 lines of instruction, even if we do vibe code. Now I had to give probably 10, like the average instruction that I have to give in each prompt is somewhere between 20 to 30 lines. And that includes reference to specific code base, specific lines, the approach, and everything else. And this is becoming really pain. And the reason is because we have got few developers, of course, but the developers are new. And the Knotie AI Pro code base specifically is all over 200,000 lines of code now. So for new developers, it's impossible for them. And I mean, even I don't expect them to know all of the code that we have written. Like, it's becoming a massive platform, a massive loads of features that is planned, that is already deployed. And so if a developer, even they are good developers, even if they know how to do vibe coding and all these bits, it's just impossible for them to know where exactly one piece of code is, which AI can refer. And that has been a problem. That is a growing problem for us. And I think that's where when they introduce Codex, I think this is something our team can use. They can probably connect our code base, go through the, like let's say if there is a new feature that we want to develop, they can literally just chat with the code base with a lot more context, properly customize the prompt that they need to give it to this AI ID platform, and we should be able to generate more features or fix more bugs really quickly. That is really one thing, but this is still not available for Plus users. It's only for Pro users. I'm not paying $200 for Pro because we're not using this that much. But I think this is really a good news for us in a way, because if we can still use open source tools, we don't have to use Codex, but then we have to use O3 and all these models, which are pretty expensive. So having this as a feature in the ChatGPT Plus or whatever would be really good. I'm looking forward to it.
And
The other,
I'm sure some of the listeners will be interested, like Trajan yesterday. What would you recommend if it wasn't OpenAI's Codex?
so if it is not Codex, I think we did not have a lot of other options other than some of this Agentic. There's some open source tool, I think that's called what is Rookline. I think Rookline have done something similar. And you can use, of course, Claude Code. And this is something I will also talk about today. Yeah, using Claude Code, you can also do the same thing. But Claude Code is not GUI. This is all like terminal based, which is interesting to me. And I'll talk more about that. But you can use Claude Code to do all those sort of things. Like, again, the problem with Claude Code was you need an API key, which is like Anthropic API key that is really costly. But I think 2 weeks back, Claude Code have introduced it part of their max plan, which is somewhere around $100 or 75 pounds.
Yeah.
I have just subscribed to that plan yesterday because I've got a really, I would say mind-blowing idea that I have got last night, especially when I was going to bed around 3:40-ish, that it's not possible to continue like that. And I'll talk about that in a bit. Let me first cover the AlphaEvolve, which is another great news. So this is coming from Google. I'm sure the internet was flooded with this. I'm sure you would have seen it. Basically, this is a self-improving AI machine. I think we are more going towards AI general intelligence. So what does this AlphaEvolve is doing basically is it's using a mix of two models, the Gemini 2. I think Flash 2.0 and then Pro 2.5. And the idea is with 2.0, let's say you give it a problem, and with 2.0, it will come up with different ideas to tackle that problem. Like it can be, there could be some good idea, there could be some bad idea, there could be some average ideas. But it will come up with different way to tackle that problem. And then it will present that to 2.5. 2.5 is more intelligent model and have more precision thinking power. And it can do deep thinking as well. So now what it does, it takes each and every solution that the 2.0 have presented, and it will do a deep thinking using your code base or whatever you are trying to tackle. And then it will produce the perfect, hopefully perfect solution to the problem. And this is really, really good because we often face a similar challenge in our Knotie AI PRO project where we have to come to a decision. For example, when we started Knotie AI PRO as a platform, we thought we will just do API calls, we get the analytics, and we show it, right? We haven't actually thought about the issues that we are facing today when the scale is getting larger. We are getting clients who are saying, oh, we'll do 100,000 calls a day. And then we're like, that means we have to make 100,000 API calls to retail and they might just block us, right? So,
Yeah.
so I think imagine if we would have had such system which could take our assumptions and different way of tackling this challenge and give us the best solution, then we did not have to spend time in improving it in just a month's time when we have launched, right? So this is really, I think I would say perfect time when they have launched. I have to try it myself. I haven't tried it yet. It is still in alpha research preview, but this is something I will try and I will definitely make use of if it is showing any promising result. The third thing, of course, I'm going to talk about is not a news, but rather an approach. So that is about Cloud Report. And as I said, I've just taken the subscription yesterday because, again, yesterday night I was feeling a bit, I would say, overwhelmed with these errors. And that kept me on thinking, how could we improve our workflow, encoding workflow? And I think we would need to do a more sort of automated workflow. And the vision is, let's say some of our users or clients goes to our feature-based app and then there is a bug or then there is a a feature request. And the idea that I'm having is instead of we go and pick those features into our pipeline manually, or not pipeline, in our sprint or whatever, like weekly release manually, we let AI choose that. So the AI will go and choose what is feasible, put it into the in our release plan.
Wow.
And there will be another AI process which will go and read through the requirement, do the requirement analysis, do the code checks, and then come up with the detailed prompting, save it somewhere, and then the coding agent will come up, take the prompt, execute the coding, and save it somewhere in the Git repository. Then another agent will come up, will see the changes, write the testing, make sure the testing works, and then the another agent will come up, will see everything, all the reports, and create a GitHub PR, which we will review. I think that would make things much faster in terms of the level of features that we can release. It will, even more than the features, I think this is essential for us when we open the floodgates, because yesterday we were talking about Trajan, about opening the floodgates. And the thing is, we don't know what we don't know, right? We don't know when we open the floodgates and there would be users using our system like 100,000 calls a day or something like that.
Yes.
We don't know how it will react, to be fair, because we do not have those sort of systems at hand to test, or those sort of resources at hand to test. So the best possible thing that we need to do is to prepare that if such challenges comes, how do we fix it, tackle it quickly, right?
Yeah.
As simple as if there's something like 100,000 calls we are getting every day to be analyzed, and our platform is doing it, and when it is doing it, is not allowing other users to also use it, then how can we separate out the code so that the other users uses another version which is accessible, and then this one user we will tackle into another like infrastructure. I'm just giving an example.
Of course, yeah.
So that's what I was thinking, that I think probably in 2 weeks, 3 weeks time, we will open the floodgates. And once we open it, we don't know how our app will be used, how much processing that it needs to do, maybe 1,000 per second, which is an enterprise scale, really. Like if your API is big, anything over 100 TPS, which is 100 transaction per second, that is enterprise scale. And we are really not prepared for it as of today. So I was thinking, how could we be prepared for it when we open the floodgates? Yeah. So I have created a rough diagram of how the things will work, how the memory will be managed, but we have to do a lot of testing. It should not break existing code. It should not break existing features. and the new code, even though if it doesn't work, it should at least be producing enough documentation so that a developer from our team would be able to look and fix it in that whole process, the workflow. Again, that's a dream to achieve. I don't know how much time it will take, maybe a month or two to achieve that dream. But if we can, the faster we can achieve that dream, the faster we'll be ready to cater millions of requests, maybe even in every day, basically. That's what we're looking for. And that's what I will be more focusing on now that we are almost getting feature ready. But yeah, I think that's all I had this week. Again, as I said, there are plethora of news. LiveKit have done a release. They have sent a release note, and they have done a really good few use cases, which I really liked. And I saw retail have immediately got those features in their app as well. Like, for example, if I just give you an example of, let's say you have created an incoming agent for a coffee shop, voice agent, right? And so at the moment, if you call this voice agent, it speaks well and all, but there is no realism in it. What I mean by realism in it is, if you think that a person is calling in a coffee shop, there should be some coffee shop background noise or something running on, right? Now, today, if you call an AI agent, that's like a clean voice, just speaking with you as if he is somewhere sitting in an office or something, right? That's not making it realistic. So what would make it realistic is if you can add a background coffee shop noise when the agent speaks. A very light noise maybe, but that makes it more realistic to the person who calls this voice AI agent, right? And this is something now retail supports. This is something now LiveKit have announced that, and I was really fascinated about how the technology is working under the hood. I tested it myself. It was really good, and I think hopefully this week or next week when we start covering retail at a greater length of its feature, how to use it in our platform and also directly in their platform, I will cover that. But yeah, something like that is also announced. So yeah, all in all, there have been quite a lot of things coming up. You have probably seen the SDR video that I have created on Monday, where we could now create avatar speaking in a live stream.
That was insane.
That's something I have been looking to do for a long time, and I'm so interested and pumped up to do that. Of course, it's not matured. I'll make it more matured, and hopefully it will be someday be part of Knotie AI PRO platform, where voice AI engineers or partners could just for their own marketing, they could just come to our website and order an virtual AI SDR, which can sit in their website, or maybe they don't even have to go to a meeting with their potential client. They can just send this SDR, which will go and if you have seen the video, I have actually tried to challenge this SDR with questions which are like, which is like a negative edge case handling or negative feedback about the platform to see how it handles. And it, in my opinion, it handled pretty quickly. Yes, there was some delay and all these bits, but the answer it was giving, I think it's as at par with how a human would respond. Like, I asked about why do you think $4.99 is like, I feel $4.99 is a lot of price. There are other people giving $40 or $50 per month. And she was like, the other people are just giving tech, we are giving marketing, and we are making a lot more features. And I was like, wow. So it was really able to tackle the negative, I would say, use cases really well. Yes, it was lacking a little bit of facial expression and all these bits. I think that will improve over time. But it was awesome, and it felt like a lot of use cases, at least business use cases, where like we could create an end-to-end automation. Let's say we are already providing as part of Knotie AI PRO marketing videos, right? And we are also saying
Yeah.
will produce for you marketing post in the future, and you will integrate your social media platform with our maybe marketing post. So that means your end-to-end marketing will be automated. And now next, let's say we introduce AI SDR. So that means some of our partners client goes watch the video and approaches, and let's say an automated email sent out, hey, here's the booking link if you want to come and see the demo. And imagine that for the demo, the AI SDR agent is going, speaking with the customer, showing the demo, and getting him onboarded. That would be like saving thousands of dollars for businesses, right? But again,
Absolutely.
these are all like mind-boggling ideas, something that we are already positioned ourselves with, that we want to deliver. Let's just see how the technology improves and how we can engage all of these features into Knotie AI PRO.
Well, I think I look forward to hosting a live stream with our avatars one day.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe this voice AI podcast will be taken over by them. So an avatar of me and you will come and discuss the platform release
Yes.
and take off questions and whatnot, right? So that's yeah.
Well, straight away that there is a real business use case for it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, interesting times, of course, but there is a lot of technological advancement happenings. Things are changing. We are trying to keep our space, our app as much flexible in terms of architecture and design, so that we could be able to uh, take all of this technology into our app, like as a merger, as a plugin. That's what I have been really focusing and telling on in the channel and other places, that we have to be really, really adaptable in terms of technology. Otherwise, you never know, mm, like the way Google and OpenAI are releasing features every day. You never know, they will just kill SaaS ideas maybe at the day of launch. So
Yeah,
that's literally
yeah.
that they're doing today, and it will only grow. So we have to be position ourselves in a
Of
way where we
course.
can adopt all this basically.
This is brilliant. And we spent 30 minutes just talking about the overall market, but I'm sure people are very excited about what we've done, the new releases.
Yeah, let's now talk about the um, the release update, right? So let me first open up the email. So we have done quite a few features, and I think I'm gonna post another video on each of the features separately, because there's a lot of features we can't cover in 30 minutes. But let me try and see where is that email that I've sent. Oh, what a time. The email, where is it? I was just showing you the email, right? And now I can't find it. It's probably updates. Yeah, got it. Okay, let me share my screen again. So this was literally sent yesterday at 3:40 a.m. As you can see, it's like a very late night email. But let's look at through what all things that we have done this week. And by the way, our release cycle is every week from being every 2 weeks. So we are making bug fixes faster, and creating new features faster now. The first thing that we did was we fixed the demo deployment. So if you go to the platform, let me just close all of this browser quickly. I've been testing a lot of WAPI yesterday, because there have been few WAPI things also came up. Okay, so let me log in first quickly to the app. Okay, and then if you go to what we are talking about is the deploy marketing. Yeah. So if you go to demo, so
Yeah.
earlier what was happening is when we are deploying this demo was deploying, but the assistant name was not going properly. Like it was when you are testing with this demo, it will say, hey, my name is your name from your business. Because what was happening is that when it is deploying this to retail platform, it is supposed to change the name of the agent and the company that we are actually adding there, right? So that was not doing properly for all of the demo. So what we did was we made some changes so that now when you deploy the demo, it actually intelligently see what is the voice that you have selected. So if you have selected Dorothy, it will make the name of the agent as Dorothy. If you have select
Okay.
Anthony, make the name automatically. You don't have to specify any name. It will do that automatically so that, yeah, you can basically test the demo. Of course, you can go to the retail platform and change it as you need. This is one click demo. This is to empower you, like you're, let's say, running marketing videos and you're getting a lot more requests from people to do a demo session free or something. You can just use this demo session immediately with clients, because there was a report that almost 34% of customer goes away if you do not immediately contact the customer and book a session with them and maybe run through them. So it's really good opportunity to use this demo, although not perfect, but you can at least show using our platform that you are ready. You are ready to do whatever it takes to deploy, like whatever requirement your client has, right? So we have made some improvement this week so that the demo now takes proper name and proper business name when it is deploying into the retail platform. There are further improvements to be done. I completely agree, because and that's what I probably need some of our partner support to test all of these ones when they have got some time and come back with, say, hey, this demo is not working, or I want this demo to be changed. Yeah, like in a like some of the demo I was testing, and it was saying, like, let's say it was or it was the system prompt was to do five things, or ask five question. So what it was doing is it was asking all the five question at a time. That's not a perfect scenario. You want to ask one question at a time. So that means there was those system prompt that needs to be properly adjusted, which we will do over time. But I just need those feedbacks that, okay, I want to test this, but um, this was not working as expected. This is what it will be more standardized, and we can make it actually. So please use the feature
Yes.
base or whatever, or our support email address, send your review, and we will make those improvement. And we are bringing almost another 30 more demo in the coming weeks. Like maybe in next 2 weeks there will be 30 more demo, and those will be like more as we. And the plan is like as we um, discuss about the partners like retail or Vapi or 11 Labs. As we cover their platform in details, we will create more and more demos with those platforms, and that will be available here. So you can just come here, and let's say you want to use 11 Labs, you can then, the filter is not available here now at the moment. All of these demos are with retail, but we will add a filter here where you can say, I want the demo with Vapi because that's the platform I want to use, or I want to use demo which is on 11 Labs. So we will have a filter or something here which you will select, and it will only show you those demo that you can deploy to those platform and immediately have it available and testing. So that's one
And
feature.
I was going to say this function is really useful because when you are a very busy voice AI builder, and you may be working with someone in legal today, but tomorrow you may be quoting for a restaurant or a fitness company. It helps you so much by you can show to the client, look, we've got a demo in your space, and
Yes.
that just helps the client to understand, because I know that when I talk to the voice builders, a lot of their customers still think voice AI is the very robotic voice
Yeah,
that they use, that they have in banks, say one to do one thing, two to the next. Most end users cannot imagine that you can have a natural conversation. And if we can demo using one click how voice AI can be relevant, that really helps to get the customer to understand how useful it is in their industry.
exactly. Yeah. And you see, like we already have, I don't know, 12 industry or around that covered already. So we have demo available. Maybe not refined, as I said. Please go ahead, test it. And if you find something needs improvement, let us know and we will improve
Yeah.
it. This second feature, I will come quickly because we have 20 minutes and I have at least 7 more features to discuss. Um, so second feature is team management. So now I think this is also requested by one of our early members to introduce team members because there are bigger voice AI agencies who probably won't do it by themselves. They want their team members to manage the portal or whatever. So this feature is live now. You can bring your own team member. You can give role. The role is only 2 now, but this is not also enforced at the moment. We need feedback. If it is working, if it is not working, if you want it to work in a different way, you say that, okay, if I want a member, if I give invite a member with a member role, I don't want him to see settings, let's say. So that's absolutely fine. We could do all of those. Again, I just need feedback on that one. But as a feature, this is introduced now, where you can invite your own team member to your portal. And this is not just available in partner, even for customers, you can now sell this feature. So you can say your customer, okay, we have an advanced feature where we can let you access enable team members invite. So if you enable this, and you can set as a partner how many team members that your customer can bring in. And this can be separate to your separate customer. Like you have 10 customer, one customer you want to give 2 members, one customer you want to give 5 members invitations. You could
Mm,
set all those, and in the client portal, the only when you enable this, they will be able to see it. Otherwise, they won't be able to see it. Okay, so that's
brilliant.
something also we have brought in this week. Please go ahead, test it, and yeah, let me know how that works. The third feature is now you have options to enable customer sign up. And what I mean by that, let's just go to the video descriptor. So this is the custom domain. So we have already introduced custom domain last week. So you can now onboard your own domain. And now if you see, this is your custom domain or your custom WhiteLabel portal that you are going to let your user use, right? Now here, you only see login to dashboard at the moment. But let's say you want to use, you don't have a website or you don't want to use a separate website. You want to use the customer portal as your branded website, which is what we are envisioning to offer in the near future. So that means you, as a partner, you want your potential customer to sign up to your platform, right? And that's why we thought let give you access to that. So if I enable enable customer sign up and save it, what will happen is if you refresh the page, it will take some time. It's not working. Let's just see. Yeah, it's enabled now. Maybe I need to, again, that's a bug. If it doesn't work, it was, yeah, I think something is a
Yes.
problem. But yeah, I'll have a look. Maybe something is a problem in the production release. But what our vision is to also add a get started button here, or a free trial button here. And then what will happen is you can use this portal to sign up, let your potential client sign up. And as soon as they will sign up, you will be able to see and manage them through the customer list. and they will be showing as pending here, like status pending, they will be showing, and then you will be able to manage them from there. That is something as a feature that we have introduced, but yeah, it seems like something is not working. I don't know why it's not working, but I will have a look. But that's something as a feature we have added as well. Cool. The third thing is we are going to be MCP compliant next week. So that means now, if you are a bit tech savvy partner or voice AI engineer, you don't even have to log in into the Knotie AI Pro platform to be able to manage it. You can actually talk with Knotie AI Pro platform from ChatGPT or from Claude or
Yes.
from Gemini or wherever you want, basically,
Wow.
your own voice AI agent. So that is the reason why we have introduced API keys this week. So you can create your API key. At the moment, there is no function tagged with the API key. So once we release our MCP server, which will be open source, of course, and it will go into the open source list of servers, all you can do is use the MCP server, add an API key here, and use the API key to sort of connect. Someone is at the door. I'll just be back. If you can, shall take over and then talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
No problems. Yeah. So as you can see, all of the functions that we are developing has been requested by our community members, and that's why, from inception we've said that this is an open source. We are building in the open for everyone to see, and the more people use it, the more people who can give us feedback, then we can very much take those on board and build the functions that you need, because we just want to make it so easy for all of our AI voice builders to be building your own businesses, but using the Knotie AI as the central platform.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, I mean, this is one of the things we really want to be ahead technologically. We want to be at par with whatever is whatever going on in the industry. And I think MCB is really something that is not requested, but is something we thought would be prudent to give it to our partners, because
Mm,
maybe you don't, maybe you'd love to use ChatGPT and just use ChatGPT as your assistant, and you can ask like, hey, how many customer I've got today, and then it will just connect with Knotie AI Pro and it will let you know that how many customer that has got. Hey, can you just reset password? So like, let's say your customer have reached out and say, hey, I can't log in. You just go to ChatGPT and say, hey, can you reset the password for this customer? And then it will use the MCP, connect Knotie AI Pro platform, do the reset password and send it to your customer so that here they can log in. I mean, the use cases are endless. That's what we're trying to do, so
yeah,
that yeah, you can leverage the platform, and this is also become compliant to the agentic future that is coming ahead, right? So probably we
yep.
envision that in 6 months to 12 months time, maybe not a lot of people would log in into any of the SaaS website. They would use their
Mm,
personal assistant. They would use their chat GPT or whatever is there. And we want to be like upfront in that in that race, basically,
absolutely, yeah. What a thought.
right? So that's something we have released. Again, MCP is coming next week. This week we just have created API key, so you can just create API key. You can set the API key, why it is used for, when it will expire, if you want to put some rate limit, daily limit, monthly limit, and allowed IPs. This limit we have put it because in the future there will be limit based on the subscription tier. So like it is not like
Mhm.
unlimited, because as a platform we also have to be alive and giving services to every partner or every customer we have. So that is why there will be limit. At the moment there is no limit, and for the early joiners, the founding partners, there will be no limit as well. So they can use it as like the true pro member for lifetime. Right, that's one thing. What else we have done? Uh, Yeah, so now if you go to Knotie AI Pro website and click on roadmaps, this is now in sync with our feature base. So you will be able to feature base and our internal roadmap software. So that means as soon as we add more what do you say, backlogs of feature requests, that will come up here automatically on different. So it basically says what is it coming like we have already done this on week 20, which is this week. Week 21, what is coming, week 22, what is coming, and
Yep.
this is also showing. And this is going to change. This is like a static this is not a static version. So as soon as we take more, it will automatically update here and you will be able to see what's coming next, basically. So that's something we have done. Again, this is to show you, or let's say you have requested a feature in feature base, just to show you when it is in the roadmap, when you can
Yep.
expect, without asking us through the support or without like shooting an email. You can literally go and check it. The other thing we have added was what else we had just oh yes, very important feature, very important. We said it about last week, is now you can add your own SMTP server. So you can go here, you can enable it, and you can add your own SMTP host, password, and everything. And what that means is any email that goes out of your partner account, whether it is a password reset for your customer, or whether it's a password reset for your own domain, or whether it's an invitation email that you send to your team member, or whether it is your customer is sending invitation email to their partner, sorry, their team member, that will all use your SMTP server so that we keep the brand consistency. So that is the first
Perfect.
thing that we offer. So that is live now. It is tested and working fine. Please go ahead and use that. But one thing I want to quickly mention here, and that is also written here, that you have to make sure, if you enable this option, you have to really make sure that your SMTP setting is right and your SMTP is working, like your email server is working, because otherwise we won't be able to track anyway if email sending is failing. Because now what we are doing, basically we are handing over any emails from our app to your SMTP provider, and now it is up to your SMTP provider to deliver those emails. Or so please be mindful when you're enabling this. If you're not sure, please reach out to us. We will help you out doing proper testing and all. But if you're tech savvy, or if you know how to check all those, just go ahead, just accept the risk and then add the details. You can test your connection, whether it is able to connect properly with your SMTP or not. It's doing all of those things, and then you save it, and your SMTP provider will come fast. If you don't set it, we will continue to send the emails using our own email server that we have. But we thought to keep this option so that you have a complete brand consistency, from the custom WhiteLabel to the custom SMTP server to everything else.
Brilliant. So evidence. So there's been a couple of questions on our chat. When do you want to handle those?
Which one?
So on our YouTube.
I will just finish one more feature, which is the really
Brilliant.
important ones, and then I will handle all of this question.
Y el man está en un cuartico. Man está en un cuartico con sus computadores y el programa. Es un genio.
Sorry, Marcelo, I missed that.
Hey.
Hello?
Oops, sorry. I turned on accidentally
No worries.
the mic. The
All
mic.
right.
Hey,
All right.
I have a question, but
Sure.
maybe at the end of the meeting. It's okay.
All right. All right. Cool. The final thing, I think there are other 4 or 5 features, I won't go, but the major one is that now we have introduced webhook. And as I was saying that we have been, like, when you go to AI usage tracking and you go to retail agents, these things that you see here, it's all through API request, right? We have been calling retail API, we are getting the cost, and we are showing you here. as simple as that, right? Then now when we sit down and we discussed internally, we decided that this is not a right approach to scale our platform to make it production ready, because from retail side, they can get thousands and hundreds and millions of requests in a day from our server, and they might potentially block us. So then your functionality will be impacted, right? As you send it to your customer. So we took a very different approach now. And what I mean by that is, now what you can do is you can go to your agent and you will see a button called Enable Webhook. And when you click on that, it will show you the webhook that we are going to place on your agent, like the agent that you have deployed onto retail platform. We could do automatic. We could, if you want, if you prefer, you could do manual if you want to have more control. What is happening in automatic is, let's say you already have some webhook URL set up in your retail agent that you don't want, like using that you're probably doing some transcript analysis or exiting one, right? So what we if you save changes, we will fetch your current webhook URL and we save it into our database. And then we apply our webhook URL instead into the webhook agent, sorry, in the retail agent or PAPI agent. And then when retail will send us any of the analytics, we will show it here in the dashboard, as well as we will send it to your webhook, which is already pre-existing. So nothing will break in terms of how you are using it. Nothing will break. You will still get all the analytics or transcription or whatever you have set up for your agent. At the same time, we will also get it so that we can use those to show a proper, beautiful dashboard to your customers. This is enabled now. All you just do, again, one click, just click enable and click save, and this is all set. Your webhook is all set. We have saved your existing webhook, and from the next communication onwards, your AI agent will send the details to us, and we will forward to your webhook platform if there is any. If there is none, no worries. We will use it anyway to showcase the customer dashboard. That's all really I want to cover. I mean, there are, of course, 4 or 5 more features. I don't think we have time to cover that. So let's take the question quickly. Marcelo, you want to go first? Or we would take
I think Marcelo, because he's online.
Yeah.
Marcelo, can you hear us?
Sure. I'm walking through the street. I hope that the noise is not loud. But my question is, some people here are talking about the omni-channel, and I want to know what is the strategy, if it's programmatic, or are you considering to ship with the platform a way to be omnichannel? For example, taking a conversation with a voice agent, and suddenly it stops or hang the phone call or anything, I don't know, and a chat agent or any human can rescue the messages and continue, or another agent or something like that in an omnichannel environment. Is it possible? Are you considering, or is yet maybe?
Okay, so I think what you're asking is from the voice AI platform point of view. As I said, I think we have announced that we are going to launch an open project for the voice AI platform, and we will have this experience. Am I audible though, Shaw? Because I see you're frozen.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so that will be there. Of course, what we currently offer is you have something called advanced analytics. So in the advanced analytics, you have an option called, you have a tab called custom actions. So what really happens is, let's say a customer had an call with the agent, not the customer, user of your customer had a call with an agent, and the agent said, hey, send me the invoice receipt. Now because your agent doesn't have the capability to send the receipt, we don't want that message to go away. So when you enable the advanced analytics, it will appear in the custom actions for your customer to see what all action that he needs to take. But at the moment, it's not integrated with any AI agent to take the action automatically. That will, of course, be coming in future. But this is, we have in vision that we want to integrate with different agentic framework, which is whether it's Google A2A or any new agentic framework, so that all this action can also be automated in near future. Like you could integrate with an N8 and webhook, and as soon as a custom action, advanced analytics show one custom action, that will automatically calling an N8 and webhook, which will take the action. So yes, we have that in our mind. I will reiterate, Marcelo, is anything or any idea or any feature request that you are thinking, whether can we have it or not, use that feature base and raise it there. I mean, maybe it is already available because the platform is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it may be not possible for you or someone to know what all options are there. So please raise it there. If it is already there, we will let you know. If it is not there, we will take it in our roadmap to implement. Yeah, does that answer? All right, I think is
Yes, yes, yes. It's very good. It's just because someone here is asking, and
okay.
and here some of our guys in programming is using a platform that the name is Chatbot, and they handle the whole conversation. And if suddenly if it stops, or maybe for example, a citizen is and a government is taking a resolution for a case, and then when agent um, can uh, can can attend the case, and they are talking with the citizen, and then after an hour, another agent take the threat that he is handling, and he continues the same case until the resolution. That's a use case, and maybe it if we have a webhook or database, or I don't know, we can handle it.
Yes, as I said, these are all, of course, is there. What we are trying to build is the basic, all the basic functionality that you need to first start selling agent. And then as you face different requirements, please raise it with us, and we will see if it fits our like roadmap. Either we will help you with the product itself, or we will help you with the information how you can achieve it. So don't worry about this. If a solution is out there, we definitely help you with that. Because me and Shao both sell voice AI agents as our AI agencies. So we can help you with different challenges. Don't worry about it. All we want is go out there and start selling, because then only you will know the technical, like real life challenge and real life requirements, basically.
Yes, thank you.
No worries. Yep, let's take the YouTube question, Shao. I have extended by 30 minutes this session.
Yeah, so Hashtag asked a question. So he's asking that he's very interested in helping us participate. How does he join? He's got a background in design and neuroscience.
Okay, I will. Is it like technically help, or is it or just he would like to join us as a partner? Do you know?
Yes. So what he said was that 1 second. Yeah. So he said that he wanted to help us to build the MCP server using your APIs and things.
Sure. I think what we'll do is this week we will release the APIs. So API spec is not out there. So once API spec is out there, feel free to use the API spec and create the MCP server yourself. We will be, I'm really glad to review that and maybe add any customization to this. Or you can do other way, we can create the basic draft and you can take that project, because it will be open source project. The MCP server for Knotie AI PRO platform will be an open source project. Anyone can literally fork it and make it improvement or create your own version as well.
Brilliant. Hank just added that he's a full stack engineer and
Brilliant.
have experience in backend services in Python, Node.
That's a really good news, because we haven't started yet, and I want to probably share my screen once again. We are going to open the developer partners very, very soon. We are just doing the basic features first, so that we start to get more and more customers, and then we have developer partners coming up. So who are developer partners? People who have technical knowledge, who can create SDK. Let's say there are custom tools that you want to build, or you have custom agentic solution you have already got and you want to integrate with Knotie AI PRO. We will so you have a separate developer partner dashboard where you can manage like integration, the plugins, and you'll be able to see through how many users using it and is potential revenue out of it and all those bits. So yes, that is coming for sure. All we want to do is first set our core features first, go live. I mean, we are already live, of course, go scalably live. And then we open 3 new partnership programs that is already in the pipeline. We have technology partners as well. Like if you are a developer, you already have a platform which does something, you will be able to submit the business use case that you have in your platform to see whether you can integrate with us. And we could have like collaboration of technology to give a lot more features out to our partners and customers. So these things are coming, as I said, but we are just tackling we are tackling the business partner. These are not enabled yet, but this will come. Please use the waitlist. Again, I would say if you are really interested, use the waitlist, join there, and maybe send how you can help through our support email. We will definitely keep a track of this and we'll reach out.
Perfect. Well, I think that those are all the questions. I'll be following up with some of the other guys who are looking for to ask whether he can help with the testing. Absolutely, we're looking for more people to help us to test so that we can make a better, more robust platform.
Yeah. Brilliant. Any other?
No, I think we've covered all the questions.
That's great. That's great. Let's then wrap it up for this week. And next week, there will be some more features, hopefully interesting features and improvements in the platform. Now that we have enabled Webhook, we will completely replace the way the platform shows the analytics today. It will be much more robust, smooth, and more production look like. Now it takes a little bit of time to load and all this bit, right? Which will be completely replaced hopefully by next 2 weeks. And in next 2 weeks, we are also going to make the app scalable. So that means the one-time tier is going away. If you want to touch base on that, Shao, that would be good. But yeah, that will be going away in another week or two, and as we open the floodgates.
Perfect. Well, until Shashank, we'll get in touch offline about the questions that you've asked in terms of UI designs and things. But I think that's it for this week. There's a lot that's been covered.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, definitely. There have been really a lot of things we have covered today. There is a lot of features that is left. So I will create separate videos on each of the features. And as you have seen in the live stream that some of the features are not working, I'll fix those. And then I'll create the video this week for all the features that is already out there. Thank you.
Perfect.
And have a good one, Marcelo. Please reach out or maybe start using the platform now. It is much more improved. You should be able to onboard your customer now. And yeah, off we go then.
Yes, thank you. I will
Brilliant.
talk in the week, and happy weekend.
Yeah, I think it's almost
Lovely.
over here. So, but yeah,
And
we
take
don't
it
have weekends.
and rest, please.
Oh yeah, I just wish once we have this workflow that I'm designing for this end-to-end coding bit and help my development team, I really want to take rest. I've been telling Shao that we have been doing sleepless nights for now a month now, almost having 3, 4,
Yeah,
5 hours.
yeah. Take a break and enjoy the life.
Yeah,
Bye
yeah.
bye.
Bye
Big
bye.
hug, guys.
Cheers.
See you
Bye.
next week.